My father said, man, this nice-ass house. And then my father said, boy, where the liquor store at? He said, and where you play the numbers at? I was on a TV show called Me and the Boys. Got me a car with that money, man. Next thing I did when I got my money, I bought my mama a house. So I bought my mama, that was the second thing I bought because I had to get another check to get my mama a house. I got my mama a house. Then the next thing I did was, I ain't really do no dumb man, I ain't know. Well, yeah. I was in Houston one time at Sharpstown Mall and saw a pair of alligator shoes that I liked. $500. Came in 6 colors, bought all 6 of them. I had money, man, I couldn't believe it. You mean like I was just pointing at on that wall. I bought some turtlenecks one time. I tried on the black turtleneck, I liked it. It came in 8 colors. I bought all them. So I had on turtlenecks and alligator shoes. 1 pair of black pants. Yeah. I had a lot of man. I was so happy to have some money, man. You know, I lived in a car for 3 years, man. I was on struggle, man. I was overjoyed, man. The biggest thing for me was doing something for my mom and dad. I bought my mom and dad a house in Texas, and I flew them down there, and I didn't tell them, and I took them to the house, and it was a brand new house, $135,000, new community. It was back in the 90s, right? It's a new community, $135,000 house in Texas. That's a nice-ass house, right? Never been lived in before, you know, little marble entryway, you know, 8 squares, you know, little fake-ass fireplace, you know, all this. My mama walked in the house, great day in the morning. Boy, ooh, Lord, who house is this? Because I took them to the house before I took them to my house that I had bought. Because I had bought a house with a holding deal I had. I took, boy, Lord, Jesus, Lord, who stay here? I said, Mama, this your house. Boy, I can't move here. She said, you know, my mom was old. My mom said, how I'm gonna go to church? Baby, my church home ain't down here. I'm a Sunday school teacher. I got to be at church Sunday. I said, Mama, you don't want the house? Baby, I want it, but I can't live in this house down here. How far is we from Cleveland? My father said, man, this nice-ass house. And then my father said, boy, where the liquor store at? He said, and where you play the numbers at? I said, Daddy, they don't play numbers down here. Boy, I run numbers. Because my daddy, for you all that never grew up in the hood, the numbers running is how the lottery got invented. The stock market used to close every day at 6 o'clock. The stock market had a Dow Jones number that came out at the end of the day. There's no way to predict that 3-digit number. But in the hood, they used to call it penny stocks. That's why Bumpy and Queen Bee and all them boys ran the numbers, and Italian Mafia laughed at them because they called them N-word pennies. But they was making $100 million off of this. Because what the hood learned how to do was, you could bet on that number. A dime would get you $60. $1, if you guessed the exact number, you got $600. This is where the lottery came from. That's when the lottery came on, they made it 1 to 500. But in the hood, you could still play $1, get you 600, 10 cents will get you 60. Or you could box the number and play any combination and get 1/6 of that. So they was making millions of dollars at that in the hood. And the mob came to Harlem to take over the penny number. And my father, when he was a construction worker, in the wintertime, he was out of work. So he ran numbers with Don King. So he put my father into the number business so he could make money in the winter. My father refused to get on welfare. My father said, we don't do like that. We Harvey men. We ain't going down there, that money. We'll make our own money. So he ran numbers. So my first job was a paper route when I was 9, 10 years old. But it wasn't to deliver papers. It was every morning to remember where everybody put their numbers at. Some people put it under their steps. Some people put it under their bumper of the car. Some people put it behind their mailbox. And while I was delivering them papers, I'd have to get off my bike and go get everybody's number slips and put them in the bag. I take them home. My father booked the number, sent them to Don King. If anybody hit, my daddy got 10%. And that's how we survived during the winter months. Because my daddy ran numbers with Don King. Me and Don King friends to this day because of that. I love Don King. Yeah, that's a true story, man.